Hello everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining. I hope you're all having a great day. I have no idea when this video is going to go up, but I wanted to go through my process of my masterboard and the things that I've made with it, because I need to mail it out, and I wanted to show you some of the things that you can make with a masterboard. I've kind of been all over the place with it. I made a masterboard, showed you how to do that. Then I went to a snippet, I think, and then I don't know what I did after that. But so here's my process, and I hope that I can do this quickly and show you some of the different things you can make with a masterboard. So what I do is I grab my neutral masterboard folder out of my filing cabinet, and I pull my book page, okay? And then this has one that's decorated, and then I take my paper that I always keep in here, and I take my masking paper. I always use masking paper for those of you that are new. And I measure out how much I need, and I never do more than 8.5 by 11. And I cut it, okay? So then after I do that, I take my scraps of paper, my book page, and if it gets bigger than that, I know it's time to do masterboards or go through it and get rid of it. So then I take that paper and I cover it with the book page. I'll put this away. And then my next step is either masking tape or washi tape. So I'll just do a couple of pieces just to kind of show you, what my process is. I'm not going to do the whole piece. So I'll take some masking tape and I'll say put it right here. Well, maybe I'll put it on the end. Okay, so that will go here. And that goes with just about everything, so I don't mind covering this up. I know I have a lot more masterboards to make. If you saw my bag, you did see my bag. But I've been organizing my ephemera. Where's my scissors? Okay, so real quick, I'll do that. So I might put that in a couple of different places. Or another thing you can do is you can take masking tape. I love using masking tape on almost everything. So I'll put like a piece of masking tape here, just for example, and I'll run it down like this, and I'll cut it. And I might put a few pieces of masking tape. I might put one here. Oops, come on. Oops, tore it. Doesn't matter. It's really sticky masking tape. So yes, masking tape is a wonderful thing to use because it gives it texture and it adds some color. You can still see through it, I might put another piece, say, here, right, maybe here, okay? So now I've got some masking tape, and I've got some washi. I'm not going to do, like, the whole thing, but I'm going to show you. Then I'll take my stamps, and I won't pull out all my stamps. I'll just pull out, just a couple of stamps. For example, I'll use these. So I'll take a stamp or two. Like I'll take the rose, and let's see. I'll take the rose, I'll take this, and I'll take a square one. Then I will simply, these are the steps I go through. So there's my masterboard. I'll put down some washi tape. I might put down a couple of different other colors, and then I'll just take my stamp and I might put one there and here, and then maybe I'll put one here, and then I'll grab a different one and I'll put one here, and I might put one, because I have it out, I might put one here just to get it, you know, get the ink off. And I don't know if I got the ink off of that, so I'll do that. And then I'll take the square one and put one here, and maybe here and here, okay? And then I'll just stamp it off, and then I'll put them back in my box. But I won't do it now because I don't want this video to take long. So once I finish that, I will take my scrap box. My scrap box is small because I don't keep a lot of scraps. Well, I do, but they're different. So then I'll take my scrap box, which this is my scrap box. And I'll choose like a color, okay? So I have these colors, you know, whatever. Depends on what I'm going to be using it for. Really doesn't matter. So this is my scrap box. And I don't keep pieces. What I do is, like, these are pieces like I reviewed, like maybe Taperology. This is a digital from Amity Bloom, I think. This is a digital, but I don't remember from who, and I printed it on the back of that. It's pretty. This is a digital, but I don't keep anything smaller than that, unless, of course, it's, you know, something from them. This is from, I think that's from Raindrop Lila. And it's pretty neutral, so I don't know if I would use that, but, you know, it would depend. So let's go with, for example, say I'm going to do, I don't know. Oh, here's a bunch of scraps. And like I'll keep scraps like this. These are all digitals from previous projects. This is like a tag that I obviously didn't use. That must have been like a journaling card. I don't know, but I like the script, so I kept it. That's rare that I'll keep something that small. If I do keep something that small, what I'll do is I'll cut it, and this ends up going into this box, which is mostly my words from Ruby and Pearls. I think it's called a snippet strip. So, and then I just cut them up and I keep them in here. But if I have something like this that's left over, I love the script. I'm not going to throw it away. It's a great piece. It's in French, so it'll go in there. Okay. So let's pick like a pattern, like a color we're going to use. So say we're going to use, I don't know. These are really bright. These are Amity Bloom. I know they are. They're old, but they're Amity Bloom. That's kind of pretty. So let's do something bright and cheery and pretty. So then what I do is I'd pull out that, and then maybe I'll get something else that's blue, that has blues in it. Once they get any smaller than this, I won't keep them. So let's see if there's any blue in here. Oh, that's pretty, but it's not blue, but it's pretty. That's kind of muted. Anyway, so I'll pull out a few blues. Okay, this has blue in it. Let's see. I'm just trying to find something else that's... it doesn't matter. We'll just use those 2 pieces for now because I'm not going to do the whole thing. And then what I'll do is either take my ruler or I'll just cut a few pieces like this. So I might put, say, a piece here, and then I'll put like a piece here. I won't use that because it's just not the right color. So I might put a piece there, and really quick, I'd put a piece here, okay? So then this scrap is still good. I'm gonna put it back in my scrap box. Then I'll take what I consider my textured. These have been through the embossing machine. These are pieces that have been through the embossing machine, and I keep them in here for all different things, mostly twisted tangles. And I'll find like maybe that's pretty, and this is the same, but I'll find something else in here, and they're textured, so it's nice. It gives some texture to, you know, your project. So I'll do that and that, which is, I think it's the same. So that's my next thing that I'll put down. Okay, then I'll go to my circles. I'm not going to glue them down. I'm just showing you my process. So then I'll go to my circles. Okay, and these circles, I always keep my punch here because what I do is at the end of the day, I'll go through all these strips. All these pieces will get punched, either with a big punch or a little punch or some kind of punch. Before I throw these scraps away, they'll get punched into this box, which I'm running low. And I will add circles. So it might be a book page, like, because that's kind of a different color. So I'll put it like, I don't know, say there. And then maybe I'll add like maybe a couple of blue circles. So here's some little ones. There's one. There's like, I don't know what color that is. Here's one. This is, you know, it's blues. And I might mix it up a little bit because some of them I stamp on, which a lot of them I stamp on. If I don't, I'll stamp on them when they're on there. Let's see. This is book page from Angela Kerr. You know how she does, well, you might not know, but she does book pages with like patterns and stuff on them. She, depending on the kit. Okay, so like Little Women, she did like Little Women, Little Ladies, she did like Little Women book page. So I'd put a bunch of circles on. Okay, so that's nice and bright. It's cheery. I really like it. I wish I was putting it down. See, like this one, I just saw one that was stamped. Like I'd put this one maybe here. Okay, because that's stamped on already. And then, I don't know, pick another one. I think that's enough circles. So now, do you see what I have? I have some like squares, I have some longer pieces, and I have circles. So I'd put maybe this here, okay? And I glue those down. My master board is complete, okay? So now let me just put these away. I'll put these away later. Now it's time to cut up my master board. So what I'll do is, and this is just a box I got somewhere and I just covered it. So now it's time to cut up my master board. So I will take my master board and I will cover it. This is just a piece of paper, tea stain paper. It's all paper, okay? So now it's time to cut up my master board. I'll take these, what time is it? Good. I I just don't want this to take forever. I'll take my masterboard and I'll take a tag and I'll put it here, okay? And then I'll take my pencil and I will simply line it up to the top. You know, I'll square it off, take off any edges or whatever, you know. And then I will draw a line like this and like this. I won't draw my, you know, those lines yet, you know, those lines. And I'll just simply take my scissors, find my line. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Nope, that's not it. Oh, here it is. And I will cut it. And I usually use my knife, but for right now, I'll use my scissors. So I'm going to cut it, right, like this. And I now have my tag. And as you can see, it's nice and sturdy. It's all paper. There's no cardstock. I haven't used any cardstock. Okay? So there's my first tag. I won't do any more. If I'm going to do a journaling card, what I would do is take my widest tag. I need to make a journaling card tag, like a journaling card. But I would take my journaling, I would take this tag, and I wouldn't do the top. I'd just do this part, okay? And then I'd just cut across here, okay? Or here, or even this could be a small journaling tag, a journaling card. All right. So then my next step would be to find a focal point. So I would go to my ephemera book and I'd be like, okay, what do I want to use? I'm just going to put these, I don't want to get them mixed up. I'll just put them in my scrap box for now. I don't like to get things mixed up. So let me just clip these back together so I don't get them lost. And I'm making all of these into plastic, and all they are, you get them at the Dollar Tree. They are cutting mats or chopping mats. And you get 2 in a package for $1.25. I got mine when they were $1 and I bought 25 packages of them. So I have plenty because I have a ton of templates. Because I have Exciting Envelopes 1 and 2 from Angela Kerr, and I have some from Graphic Fairies and what have you. So now I have this, so now I need a focal point. So I'll go to my ephemera book and say I want, I don't know, maybe I want a photograph. So I'll go to my photographs, or maybe, do I want a photograph? Or do I want some flowers? No, I don't want flowers. There's too many flowers. So I do want a photograph. And usually I will go to my black and white photographs, which I have some in here, and then I have some in here, which I could use. I could definitely use one of the aesthetic photos if I wanted to. I'd have to cut it down because I'd lose a lot of that page. You know what I mean? I'd lose so much of that, so I wouldn't use that. I might use her, but would I lose a lot? And that butterfly, it doesn't really go. So you kind of have to look around. Ooh, did that fit? No, dang. We'll just use that one. I don't know, that butterfly is really throwing me off. But that's not really a big problem because I'm going to put, that's going to be a tag, so I will be putting something there. I mean, the butterfly looks all right, it just doesn't really go with that photo. should take up too much space. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. I'll just do this one. Nope. I am so sorry. I didn't feel like this was going to take a long time. Well, anyway, you get the point. I'm not going to go through all these photos and try to find a photo. You'll see it. That would look cute. But I wouldn't want to cut her up because I love the surrounding area. That would be really pretty. And the butterfly wouldn't bother me at all. So I would do something like this and cut it down and just have the rose. Okay? So that would be my next step. And then I have a ton in there as well. A ton. These go in here. And then I have all of these in here, which maybe I can find something in here. We'll just do her. Now see, that butterfly doesn't bother me because, I mean, it's fine. So I'd like put her down. She's not in photo paper, but she's with my black and white photos. And then these go back in here. Okay? So I'll just put this over here for now. My photo would go down, I'd glue it, and then I'd be done for now. Okay? Then, after I get them all finished, I will show you what I make. So, for example, for this one, I put that photo down. And then for this one, I put that photo down. I aged it first. And for this one, I put that photo down. And for this one, I was trying to decide which word I was going to use because I always use words or sentiments. For this one, I'll show you. Because there's lots of different things you can make. Okay? So let me get out all the things I've made so far. And then I'll kind of go through them with you. Real quick. So, first thing we made was the snippet roll, which is here. And I did sew it. So there's the snippet roll, sort of, upside down. So it goes like this. I just put ribbon on the back. I sewed it right down the middle. And now it just folds up, and you can keep it either in your ephemera book or wherever you want to keep it. Okay? Which for me, it would fit very nicely in one of my ephemera books where I would keep my snippets. Then, what else can you make? You can make a postcard. Okay? So this wasn't really a very big piece of collage that was left, so I just put that photo on, put August 1989, put a little piece of tape after I aged the photo, and there I have a postcard. And that's a real stamp, so I just kind of stamped what I had for stamps and just a couple of little flowers. All paper, but hear it? It's great. So you can make a snippet, you can make a postcard. You can make a journaling card. All I did was I put her down and put this little word there. I always put either a sentiment, a word, or something. But this is the card. This is exactly how it was. Backed it with some avocado paper. I did stamp the back because I have my stamps out. And I just put this label, put this on, and when I was all done, I stitched everything all at the same time. Okay? So there's a journaling card. So we have a snippet, we have a journaling card, we have a postcard. This one is another one. This one is a journaling card. I just put this paper on the back, which is on the linen paper, because I just love that texture. And I always have that printed anyway. And this one, I put this little, it's part of Ruby and Pearl's snippet strips, but it's like what would be on the back of this, the photographer, and that's probably the address in Paris where that photograph was taken. That's all I did. I put this, and this on. But I put this on first. Once I put all my pictures on, then I went back and did all my like sentiments or words or whatever. So now you have another journaling card. And then this one, I couldn't choose. Either delightful or kindness. And it was hard because I'm not sure if I like the pink. Or, you know, I mean, I do, sort of, but I don't really want to take away from that flower, that kind of, you know. So I think I'm going to go with delightful. And I'm just going to put that down now because I completely forgot about that. And if I don't put it down now, then I won't. And I have a whole box, so I don't have to stop and cut out words. Okay, so I have my French like snippets, but I also have all of these cut out. So if I have a kit, for example, like a lot of these are like One New Day, that's Raindrop Lila. This Morning, Moving Forward, Sunshine, Heart, Jesus My Redeemer. So I keep all of my words. Hope Lives Here, A Promise to Keep, The Small Details, Colorful, like all courage, a lot of Christian words, sentiment, not sentiments, mostly words are in here. Like just one word, not like a whole thing. And they're in all different sizes. I've printed them in all sizes because you just never know what you're going to need them for. So that's like my box of words. I also have these sentiments from Angela, which I keep if I don't use them, because I might use them in something else. So those stay with my words. So I always add like a sentiment. So once I'm done with all my sentiments, oh, I thought I had one for her. How about kindness? Because she's being kind to her little dolly. Kindness looks good there. So I'm going to just put that down because it's there. And because it looks cute. And yeah. And some of these words are printed on tracing paper, and some are printed on paper. It just, I don't know, kind of depends what I'm printing them on. So there's kindness. And she's being kind to her dolly. And this has been inked, so that's why it kind of looks like aged. Because when you ink it with your brush, like this, with a little bit of ink, it kind of ages the paper a little bit more and changes the color. There's barely any ink on this. See, it's not even getting on that. And I haven't even inked the edges or anything. See how pretty that looks now? And that's on photo paper. You can do the same thing with this one. You know, go over it. Well, there's enough on here so that as I'm going over it, it's changing the color just a little bit. I have a great video coming up, so stay tuned for that. It's not going to take long. So I'll just kind of go over that a little bit and bring out whatever's in the background and age that photo up a little bit and add a little bit of color. I don't even know what's on this, but it doesn't matter because it's not a lot, because it's not coming off anywhere else, but whatever's left in there is bringing out, like I've told you before, and aging up that photo a little bit. and making it look more like, I don't know, an older photo. So there's a journaling card. Here's one that, this is a snippet that I had left over from a different snippet. That's from an avocado piece of a doily. And then this is a rub-on, and this is like age tape that I stamped on. And then in the back, I just folded it up. This fell off when I cut up the masterboard, so I just attached it with some glue there. And she goes right in the pocket. So you have a journaling card plus you have a little pocket. And that's a journaling card. Then I have some tags, which I started putting the circles on already so I can get those punched and get my ribbon in. So that I put there. I put June here after I put the picture on. And I aged the picture before I put it on there. And it looked like it was the month of June. This one is Ruby, no, Sampool. I just put this and this. And then I added that little circle there so I could punch it. This one, I'm not going to add a circle. I'm going to use a different punch to put that in. But I just added Paris here, added this. And after I do all of that, that's when I do my stitching. So there's tags. I'm going to push this out of the way because that's not done. This is a sort of different one. This is like a tag, pocket, tag, journaling spot, whatever you want to call it. I've made these before. This is the masterboard. I put this on the front. I cut these words out of something that was on here. I think it's Raindrop Lila. I just added that little circle. I added some fussy cut flowers from my fussy cut flower box, which is, it must have come out of this one. So in here I have a whole bunch of fussy cut flowers. I have fussy cut flowers everywhere. Not everywhere, but these are a lot of the blue ones. Okay, so I just took, this happened to be already fussy cut in that way, and it looked great on the tag, so boom, it went down. I also have fussy cut flowers and butterflies in this one. So everything's kind of organized for me already. There's also some rub-on, that's why I have that popsicle stick in there. And these are all just butterflies and flowers that I've fussy cut out of paper or what have you. Okay? Some have wax, some I haven't. So this goes in here, right? This, okay, first I took this piece of paper that I had in my scrap bag, and because I have other paper that's in another bag that's all digitals that I haven't used, that are like polka dot, the lace, avocado, tea stained, and gingham. So I just took the piece that I had in that little snap bag, and I folded it in half, as you can see. I put this on the top. I punched it here, okay, after I added this. I punched it here. Well, I sewed this first. So this was a tag, and I thought, what else can I do with it? So I made this. So all I did was I took this, right? I added this little piece, and then that slides in there. And then on the back, you have a tag, a pocket, and you could write on that for sure. And then I just put these dots on for my ribbon or whatever I use. Okay? So you can do that with a masterboard. So that's like a journaling card, tag, double tag, loaded tag, journaling spot, I guess. So you can do that. Then the reason why I use paper is because it can be more flexible. So these were pieces of a masterboard I had left over, and I just did this. Hope I'm not going too fast. If I am, you could always rewind. Did I take them all out? I did. Okay, so I took this. This was a strip that I had left, right? Because I keep them all. See, they're all in here. Because I'll make more snippet rolls. But like, for example, it was like this. Okay? So I took it, put it across. And then I just folded it in half and I punched it. Then I took paper. This is just that. It's just like, I don't know, 20-pound, but it's the manila. And I just put it on there, glued it, sewed around it, and now I have this, which can be used for so many things. So I can put this aesthetic photo in there, which is so beautiful. That's from Raindrop Lila, and that's on photo paper, which that's sometimes harder to get in and out because of the photo paper, but it does. It goes in and out fine. But I like to have it this way because of the flowers. So that goes in there. And then this one, I don't know which kit this is from, but look at her aesthetic photos because they're all beautiful. And then that one goes in there. So those are two really good sized journaling cards, right? I should back them. They'll slide in and out easier. But with the photo paper, it's a little bit harder. But doesn't that look pretty, like with the flowers there? And then I just put this one in here and this one in here. And then this is just like a little horse and buggy. And I don't know whose it is, but it's cute. Put that there. Now, what you can do with this is, let me find that page. I had a page, like folded in half, but I don't know what I did with it. So, oh, here it is. So you've got the page. You can put that on like this, right? You can tie that into your signature. And then this could flip out, and you could use this for writing. This side could flip out. You could use this for writing. Or you could glue it onto your page and have an extra pocket for, you know, either a journaling card or a tag or, you know, whatever you want to put in there. So that's that. Or you could glue it here, here. Did I already say that? Yeah. You could glue here and here and then put journaling cards in there if you didn't want it to flip out. I like the flip out. So that's that. Did I get through all of them? Yay. Okay, so we have that. And then we have a tag. Oh, and when I'm all done, then I put my sentiments on. So I'll go into either, you know, that box, or I'll go into, like, that's more Paris, so I'll go into my Ruby and Pearl snippet strips, because they have, like, a lot of French type words. So these are all the things that you have that you can play with for any journal, really. Right? And it's fun. So you've got this, and then this little one, and they can really go with any journal. This is that one, and then this is another journaling card, and a postcard. And of course your snippets. And then with your snippets, you can, for example, oh no, I do have one more thing. I have a couple. So with your snippets, you could pin it and put it onto something, you know, or you could, you know, put it on a page. Where's my page? You could just take your snippet and just put it on a page, and you don't have to make a snippet because you've already got one. You could put some lace or something under that if you wanted to, or not, because it's got plenty of, you know, it's got a button, it's got this little fabric, crocheted little thing. So you really wouldn't have to, but you could put cheesecloth or something under it if you wanted to, or paper. So you've got that. And then this, I forgot about this. So then you have something like this. So for your journal, this could be a journal topper, right? For that size journal, depending on what this was. But if it was plain, that would make a great journal topper. And then you'd have a tag in the bag like this. And all this is a glassine bag, which you can make these out of parchment paper and then run them through your embossing machine. This is a glassine bag, but you can run it through your embossing machine or not. You could leave it plain. And then I glued that on after I put the picture in this and sewed it. I put it on this. And then I added that. And then I added this on the top of this tag and placed it inside the bag. And you could use it as a topper. You could use it just clipped onto your page. You could glue it on your page like this. And then you could add another tag to the back. Trying to find one. You could add that tag to the back. You know, you could also use it as a flip, like it would flip out. So say your page was like this, right? You could take this now. Well, that's in too far, but I'm just saying, as an example, you could then take it and it would flip like this. Okay, you could put paper on the back of this and it could be a writing spot. Or you could collage it or whatever. Okay? Or you could leave it like this and flip it with washi tape or something. Or masking tape or whatever. So that's another idea of what you can do with your masterboard once you get it all decorated and done. And you could spend a day and do all of these and be done. And you'd have all of these for your journal, and you could put them anywhere, you know, back in your ephemera book as your finished collage. You know, you'd put your postcards together, you'd put your journaling cards together, you'd put your tags together, you know. That's a journaling card. You'd put this, you know, somewhere or on your page right away. But it's so good to have them done and in your folder and have them neutral so that you can do them for any project, if that makes sense. You know, I don't know that I would put this in the same journal with, say, this. That probably wouldn't wouldn't go. This would go like more in a spring summer type journal. This would go in like, you know, a neutral French theme type journal. I did go with a lot of French themed, but that's okay. The girl I'm switching with is from the Netherlands. I think she'll like it. Now all I have to do is take my I already put my circles on, so now all I have to do is punch them and put either my, you know, whatever ribbons or whatever I'm going to do, except for this one other one that tag. Where is it? There's those two tags. Is it, did I put it in there? There's one. I don't know what I did with it. oh, here it is. For this tag, I would use this punch, because to put a circle there with a circle here, it would be funny. And I love this punch. I use it all the time. But for this one, I'll simply go right there. And I will put something through here. Because a circle just wouldn't work, because there's a circle here in the masterboard. But in these, they worked fine. And there's all different sizes. Like this size, I use that size. This one, I use the smaller size because there was part of a flower there. This was here. The bigger one just interfered. So just go through your box of circles, or you don't even have to use hole reinforcers if you don't want to. They're just cheaper for me, and I like them. I think they look nice. So there are all the things you can make with your masterboards. So just, you know, keep your masterboards in your neutral file, and then pull them when you need them, and make all different kinds of beautiful art, right? Because it is really pretty. And so many uses, especially the postcard. I just love that postcard. Don't you love those women? Those are my friends. August 14th, 1889. And then just a little tiny piece of that tape, and it just really worked. You know, yes, I did cover up a lot of this masterboard, but I couldn't think of something to use it for, and I needed to use it. And like I said, now I have all these strips, which this I might keep long, but the rest, all these little pieces, will go, and I will make probably, I could probably get another 6 at least. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7 pieces on this, so I could get another 6 of these done really fast. I didn't do it fast on camera because I'm not fast on camera. I am for some reason if I'm not on camera, but when I'm on camera, for some reason, it takes me forever. So that's it. So I hope my partner is happy, and I'm so happy she's from the Netherlands, because I have a couple of friends in the Netherlands. Hi, Yvonne, if you're watching. And let's see, Natalie is from the Netherlands, and I have a pen pal in the Netherlands. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope I made sense, and I hope I didn't go too fast. Now what I'll do is, here's my trash. I'll go through here and probably cut circles. You know, there's nothing in here really that I can use for, you know, to put in my scrapbooks. I've already cut a lot of circles, but there's still some pieces in here that I'll pull out before I dump my trash. And I do have like a little liner in here. It's just a coffee filter that I use for a liner. But, oh, I could get some circles. I could get another circle out of that. I could get some more circles out of that. I don't know why that's in there. That's a good piece. So I'll save those over here. If I don't use them, then they'll go to trash. And then that's my trash. That's all my scraps that I have left from my little play. Those will be circles, and I'll do those as soon as I turn off my camera. Okay, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, and leave me a comment below. That really helps my channel. Thank you for all of your comments, and I have read them. Now I just have to go back and answer them all. Okay, everybody, take care, and God bless. Love y'all. Bye.